Good evening, folks. I just want to make a video with 2 points on this, and both of them are pretty doggone disturbing, being that this is not in the Middle East, this is not in Asia or Africa or some third world country. Well, look, we're heading in that direction, but we're not right at the moment. But first, I would like to address this, and I'm going to jump right in. One of the stupidest and the sickest and most skin curling and one of the most disgustingly stupid crimes I've ever seen took place at the Juice Bowl football game in Louisville, Kentucky. 200 feet, I said 200 feet away from Mayor Greg Pfizer. 6 people were shot. I'll break it down. 2 men were killed and 4 people were shot. The blacks. These were black people doing this. I've heard this is what they're saying on the street. But in any event, this is the stupidest crime, and 200 feet away from the mayor of Louisville, Kentucky. 200 feet away. Do you know what would have happened if that man would have got shot? Even the crimes are stupid. Where's Black Lives Matter? Let's blame the white man. I guess somebody will blame the white man for this too. Do you know what? It has been said the Dr. King dream is dead. I mean, this is one of the sickest crimes. You mean to tell me what could have prompted this shootout? Nobody's saying. Of course, everybody knows they were black. Everybody knows that. Not everybody. They know who did that. Do you understand? This is why nobody's taking black people seriously. We went from in the 60s from having communities to neighborhoods to hoods. We've regressed. We have not progressed at all. I don't care who like it. Shooting down each other, and then when a cop shoots you, oh, it's racism. The hell you talking about is racism. We need God right now, or you're not going to make it. Remember, you're being replaced by a low-wage workforce, and you don't have the men. We went from 13.3% of the population. Now we're down to 12.2% of the population. In some of the areas, the black people have the AIDS rate alone is just as bad as it is in some countries in Africa. Now that's a disgrace. That's just cold-blooded murder. 20 shots were fired at a football game where kids and the mayor down there, really? Don't you blame the white man. Do you know that it has been said that there's only 12 million black people in America? This has to stop. Do you know if Donald Trump was in office, do you know what would have happened in them communities? I don't care who don't like it. Oh, yeah, cool. What cool? That's why we don't have a damn thing now, a doggone thing now, Lord forgive me. Sick of this. I repent, Lord, I'm getting excited. You put kids' lives in jeopardy, elderly people out there trying to enjoy a football game, the Juice Bowl. How sick. That's not the end of this. Somebody gonna say something. That mayor was out there too? What about all the other kids? This kind of violence has to stop. Black Lives Matter should walk up and down the street there. Why don't they march and protest about that? I'll tell you why. Because on the Black Lives Matter website, they say they're here to destroy the nucleus of the Western concept of a family. That's a man, a woman with child. That was started by lesbians. I don't have nothing against them, but there's nothing on that site about trying to help black men. Nothing. And I don't know about you, but the last time I heard, it take a man and a woman to have a child. I was sick. We're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to this. I'm going to do a part two to this. And another thing is the formation of the multi-ethnic militia. Blacks and minority groups are cleaning off the shelves at gun stores all over America. Can you believe it? After Trump's election, after he won the election, after the president-elect, Donald Trump won the election, guns are flying off the shop. You have black gun groups even said that the numbers have increased fourfold from the day they started counting. Because, and a lot of the other minority groups as well, because of, in a short period of time, they've counted over 700 racist attacks. They're attacking wide open, so people are getting tired of this. And there's more than one ethnic militia that's being formed. This is horrible. They said, I've heard authorities, black NYC is ripping this country apart. I'm not perfect, but I hate racism. Everybody act like they came to this country first. And with a part of this country where my family come from, let me tell you something. The oldest Indian remains anywhere in the Western Hemisphere were found right there. So I don't get it. You know, somebody that don't like me, we're supposed to respect each other. But this is bad. Guns are flying off the shelf in black and ethnic group neighborhoods. Everybody, I mean, it's just flying off. They're emptying them out. Gun owners said since November the 8th, well, they've never seen it like this. Folks, we need God in this country not now. Right now, we have to pray that God guide us and bring us together, because this campaign, this presidential campaign, was the worst in history. And then you have Russia with their espionage tactics, and they're influencing the election. It's a disgrace to undermine oh, never mind. We need God right now. Pray, folks. And black folks, let me tell you something. And other ethnic groups, let me tell you something. Be extremely careful. And white folks too. Everybody be careful. But I want to tell you something. I'm going to mention this one more time. They're going to bust this nation in half. This nation is divided more than ever. And it's in a dangerous area. You owe $22 trillion in debt. You don't have jobs for everybody. America is in terrible shape. If we could unite and put God first and unite, we will make it. But other than that, I don't know how much longer we're going to stay. It's not going to be life in America as we knew it. It's extremely dangerous out here. Even the head of ISIS said it's better now than it ever was for them to build more groups than ever. He was beginning, the head of ISIS said it. He said they were beginning to worry. He wasn't using that terminology exactly, but that's the way he sounded. He said, but now it's more likely he can put more attacks. They can have more attacks all over America because it's easier to build now since so much racism since Donald Trump was elected, and the rhetoric that was used in his campaign. He hate this group. He hate that group, or should we say, he didn't want this group in America. Build a wall here, and I'm not racist, and I'm just saying we have a great concern in this country. And if we don't watch it, it's turning into an oligarchy as it is. The elites have all the say-so in the election. And now Russia putting their 2 cents in. They claim they didn't, but they did. Folks, we need God in this country. It is written in 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will heal their land. I'm just saying it quick. I could say the rest of it, but we need God now, folks. Because if we don't, we're going to tear America apart. Be careful, and a belated happy Thanksgiving. God bless, folks. We really need it.